What's up again, guys? Yeah, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Dovahkiin, and welcome back to Let's Play Divinity Original Sin 2. And before we begin, be sure to hit on the subscribe button for more great videos. Alright, before we go to the cheesing of grog, we'll touch on a few things first. Check out my new custom portrait icons. Let me show you the old default ones as well. I just recently used the respec mirror back in the ship, and we all know that it messes up portraits. Fortunately, there's a Reddit post of which the link is in the description that can help you change the portraits back to default after a respec, or better yet, customize them. In my case, I just flip them to face right and change the background colors to my preferred scheme. Red for my main, yellow for the red prince, which is the same as the default, but I just made the yellows brighter. Blue for Sibyl, and green for Fane. Okay, in my previous episode, I've updated the Powerful Awakening main quest by crushing Mordus Akane and expanding my source to 2 points. Here as well in Cloisterwood, I've sided with Hanag against the Magisters in the Window of Opportunity quest, of which I didn't make a video on cause that was easy as freak. Anyhow, she'll give you the On the Ropes quest, which will take place at the Black Pits. If you finish that one for her, she'll teach you how to add another SP, but at the cost of your pet pal talent, so no deal. I'm still gonna do On the Ropes, but instead master the third and final SP from either Riker, Sahela, Almira, or Jahan. By the way, Jahan was a 1,000-year-old immortal companion in the prequel game, which happened more than a millennium ago as well. So, yes, now he's beyond 2,000 years old. And if I recall correctly, he was a prince who got cursed with immortality through a bad deal with a demon, and it was all because of love. Anyway, after getting your second SP, the game suggests that you go back to Meister Siva and once again perform the ritual to meet with your god at the Hall of Echoes. Your god will then teach you Source Vampirism, a skill to siphon SP.
Go on. I'm here for you. Give in to your hunger. Yes. Relish in your lust for power, just like a god should. Go on. Devour me.
Your spell tore through him like a spear through flesh. Rutlick looks grimly happy, if haggard.
To speak the spell with brash ferocity, like I knew you would. My champion.
Alright, now we move on to the cheesing of Grog, whose weakness is fire. There are a few ways actually. First is this insta-kill lava surface, a leftover from Hanag's standoff against the Magisters. You can use the Terrain Transmutation Polymorph spell to swap surfaces until you get it to Grog, but that's too cheesy for me. My way is with candles and bulbs, literally. First, get yourself some candles. The bigger, the better. I got mine from the Under Tavern waypoint. Next, set up this green noxious bulb via teleport and or telekinesis. Place it on the flat but unreachable rocky formation south of Grog's Bridge, so it won't make another cloud after you ignite the one it made upon transport. Then get the business rival's quest from Grog by avoiding the persuasion and asking to lower the cost instead.
How about you back up and take a look at what happened to the last trespasser? Back off, pigeon! This is my bridge, and I don't suffer fools on it.
The enormous, unusually red troll looms over you with his fists clenched threateningly. His expression is stern, yet you can see the tiniest twinkle in his intelligent eyes.
Didn't hear me the first time, parrot?
He smiles a jagged and magnanimous grin. Each pitchfork-pointed tooth seems to threaten you individually.
We'll see. You want to cross my bridge?
He rubs his leathery hands together with glee.
Sure. One regular priced bridge crossing coming right up. And I don't want to hear any whiny little baby noises about it either.
His eyes narrow to glinting slits, and a deep laugh shakes his whole frame.
There is one thing. The competition. Take out my competition and I could waive the usual fee. A little magpie feather named Mog. He's not fit to be a bridge keeper. He took over the other bridge across, and he's too cheap. I can't compete with his ridiculous prices. That's a little non-committal, but I'll take what I can get around here.
Grog drags a rough map in the dust of the bridge with one claw. He then spends an inordinate amount of time sketching a highly vulgar doodle of this Marge he wants you to take care of.
There. Now, for the moment, you'll need to back off. No pay, no stay. Only beta trolls hide under bridges.
Now let's go to Marge's Bridge, which is just north of Driftwood, and it connects Cloisterwood and the Meadows. Okay, don't kill Marge. Instead, inform him that Grog wants him whacked. He'll then ask you to take his side.
Oh, hello there. A fine day it is. And the finest day for a wee saunter through the trees it is too. Not even any voidwoken left to spoiling. Oh, just the best. Just the bee's knees, really. I've made more money today than in the last month combined. Thanks to a group of magisters who were in such a hurry they didn't have time to haggle. Some sorcerer who fled by earlier. And she paid a handsome toll too. Glory, what a marvellous day. Isn't a healthy business environment just wonderful? Grog and his pathetic bridge give me just the little kick of competition I need to improve my service. And increase my prices.
Marge bats his eyelashes at you. You can't quite tell whether he's serious or not.
What? After all we've been through together? Truly, who has the finer bridge here? You should be working on eliminating the weakest link. Which, in case it isn't crystal clear, is Grog. Well, good. If you're not a paying customer, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave. I love my bridge.
And there, I switched sides again, by agreeing with Marge to eliminate Grog instead. Now it's time to cheese Grog, whose HP is nearly 16k. As I've said earlier, he's susceptible to fire. Besides the negative resistance to it, Burning or Necro Fire also disables his innate Troll Blood buff, which gives him godlike regen. On the other hand, Poison is his strength, and you may wonder why the green noxious bulb. That's poisonous, right? Well, when ignited, the per tick fire damage outclasses the poison damage by a mile. The candle is in, and kabam! Fireworks. But you ask, why the candle when you can simply ignite it with any fire skill or projectile? Well, if you just went for that, sometimes it stops exploding. The candle is there for persistent ignition without fail. By the way, I'll speed things up, then force attack him when his vitality is below 3k. And that is how you make things easy. Anyway, don't worry, cheesing him this way doesn't take long, including the short fight that was just roughly 3 minutes in real time. On a side note, I think he truly doesn't have physical armor. That one just came out when he fortified himself. Also, if you don't kill any of the trolls now, Grog will appear later and block a bridge to Arx. No quests rather, and demanding only blood as toll. Alright, now I go back to Marge and report that I just whacked Grog to finish the quest. Then you can cross his bridge, but he will still ask you for a toll of 3 gold. Instead of paying that, tell him a tale of one of your valiant Voidwoken fights. After appreciating your story, he'll go minimum on ya. Just 1 gold, and you don't need to pay him again when you cross his bridge.
I wonder what old Grog is up to these days. Ah, you again. Got the coin to pass, have you? Aren't you just my favourite person today? Business can be rough sometimes, but paying customers like you make it all worth it. I've even been thinking lately about improving my business. Grog had some interesting ideas, so I'll be trying out some of his policies. Let me know how you like them. I always value the feedback of my treasured customers. Whoa, not so fast. I do try to be nice about it and all that. But this bridge is Marge's business. Since it is such a fine day, I can let you pass at a discount if you entertain me with tales of valiant Voidwoken battle. Otherwise, full price.
Resting his kindly face on steepled fingers, Marge eagerly awaits your tale. Wide-eyed, Marge nods in appreciation at your tale.
Now that is a story. For that, you can pass for a pittance. Over you go, and be sure to appreciate the bewitching views as you cross my magnificent bridge.
I think he's the nicest troll in Rivellon, a rare breed indeed, and others keep him around to engage in pleasant and interesting short talk when crossing the bridge. But I need EXP, and the end justifies the means. So, force attack. Anyway, he's the opposite of Grog, his strength is fire, and weakness is poison. I can fetch the other green noxious bulb nearer to his location to cheese him as well, but that is a lot of work, and I feel lazy, and his HP is only 6k. So I'm just gonna use the Venomous Aura Geoscoundrel Hybrid skill instead, and I'm certain that I can take him down well within 3 minutes.
There's no need for any fisticuffs between friends, is there?
Machine Gun Fame strikes again. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Could have been faster if I didn't purposely skip turns for Fane's finishing move. By the way, this could be the only force attack kill that I had some sort of regret, cause he's such a nice troll. And that is all there is for now. Thanks for watching. Also, check out other videos from Sabbath Clan Philippines and subscribe. See you on my next vid. Peace out, y'all.